Welcome to the Tribe Talk Show, live from Atlanta. On this show, you get real conversations, inspiring stories, entertainment, information that empowers, real talk. A safe space to learn and grow. Real sisterhood. Let's talk. Let's grow. Let's thrive together. Join the tribe. And now, here are your hosts, Tendai and Grace.
Hello, Tribe, and welcome to a new episode of the Tribe Talk Show. Thank you guys so much for joining us. My name is Tendai, and I'm joined by my beautiful co-host here, Grace. How are you doing,
I'm
sis?
doing wonderful. You look beautiful as
Thank
always.
you. You look good too.
Thank you.
It's giving rich auntie vibes.
Well, I warned you. I told you that that's my new chapter.
Yeah. Have you accepted it
Fully.
fully?
Yep, 100%. I'm in my rich auntie era.
I think I'm okay being called auntie by kids. I just don't like when other adults are calling me auntie. I'm like, listen, what's going on here?
Well, if in my culture, it's actually just a sign of respect. Not that they're viewing you as old. Just a sign of respect. That's
Remember
what it is.
Oprah and Gail, they went viral one time for saying don't call me auntie. But I think it's more of a
Really?
cultural thing on their end.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
today
is.
we
don't
actually
mind.
have our very own auntie, Pastor Bunmi, joining us.
Yes.
And she's here to discuss women empowerment. So we're really excited to have her.
We are, but before we get into that, we have another letter.
Yes.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, we just want to thank you guys because we really appreciate, the letters are letting us know that you guys are watching, you guys are supporting us,
Yes.
and you guys are trusting us with our story, with your stories.
Yes.
So I'll quickly read the letter. She said, "Dear Tribe Talk Show team, my name is Amma and I'm 35 years old. Originally from Ghana, I moved to the US 2 years ago after marrying my husband, who is also Ghanaian and has been living here longer. He promised me a better life, a fresh start, full of opportunities. Sadly, that has not been my reality. Although I have a valid working visa, my husband refuses to let me work. I'm completely dependent on him financially, emotionally, and in every other way. He insists on controlling everything. We go everywhere together. He buys everything. I feel humiliated and invisible. Back home, I had a full-time job, family, friends, a full life. Now I'm isolated and stuck. I cry more often than I would like to admit. Sometimes I feel so hopeless that I've even thought of calling ice on myself just to escape this life. I know this sounds extreme, but I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I watch your show and see women speaking out, and I just wanted to see if someone can assist me with any resources or advice."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
have to say to our sister?
I want to first of all say that our heart goes out to you, Amma, and I hope you're watching this. And we're sorry that you're going through this. Now, the question that I would have asked if I have the opportunity is, what was the relationship like from the beginning? Because this sounds like somebody who has lived here long enough, then went back home to take on a bride. I don't see courtship. I don't see like a, prior relationship because and that's very common. A lot of people are here, they've lived their life, they've tested water, and all of a sudden they want this innocent, naive bride. And they will go back to the village and take one.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is the case. Not that doesn't make it okay, but it would have been nice to have that, to know that background history.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I see this. I actually have a friend that did the same thing. When he wanted to get married, he would always say, "I'm not marrying anyone here because you guys are not submissive. You don't listen to us. So if I want to marry, I'm going to marry someone from Africa." And there's nothing wrong. I think those conversations need to be had. If you're looking for someone to submit to you, you need to communicate to them.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being submissive as well, but this is beyond submissive. This is almost like controlling a person and emotionally abusing a person,
It
because if
is.
someone can work, why are you not allowing them to work?
That's as you nailed it. That's what it is. This is a control issue, and this is an attribute of a narcissist because they want somebody that they will be in charge of. And I bet that the reason why it's isolating her is it doesn't want her to be exposed to the Western culture, whereby she will have a voice. So that's what is behind preventing her from having a job, preventing her from having relationships with other people. They just want to maintain that control, which is really unfortunate. What is fun about it? What is fun about not having a partner that you can rub minds together, you can do
Exactly.
things
You can
together,
grow
you can bring
together.
income together, you can grow together? What is so fun about that? Just for control?
Yeah. And I just, for our sisters that are, if you're in Africa and you're watching this and you're courting someone that is outside, like in the Western world,
Watch out.
please make sure you do have these conversations.
Do your due
Because
diligence.
most of these people are really not looking for a wife. They're looking for a slave. They're looking for someone to come here and give them children and control them and just be. I'm not saying that's all the cases, but even we saw, if you watch that show, 90 Day Fiance,
Yeah.
with Michael and Angela, we saw that playing out on TV. Most of the time, when people bring you here, if they don't have good intention, it's different with you meeting your husband in Africa and you come and then they
join
follow,
later.
you join each other. That's a totally different. But most of the time, if you see people that have lived in this Western world, ask yourself, why couldn't you find someone where you are? Because the process of going through immigration and stuff is not easy. So like you said, most of it's narcissists that want to control people, and they know that people that are exposed to the Western world, they will know to call the police, they will know to speak to other people, they have a community, they can seek help. So when someone is isolating you, that is not love. That is not love. That is emotional abuse.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I hope that, Amma, that you're able to get out of this situation because, we're going to send you some resources that will be useful. Also, you have to ask yourself, what do you want? Is this really it? Because if I'm in this situation, I'd rather go back to Africa.
Yes, yes.
I'd rather go back to my original life than to be, isolated and treated like less than a human being.
Yeah. And even if you don't want to go back to Africa, the US government is very good when it comes to recognizing
that's
that
true.
this situation had. I know that there are programs like I think it's called VAWA, which is for women that are being abused, which you can look into and maybe just seek help to see how you can be assisted. Because most of these people, they think they have power, they think you don't have a voice. But in the Western world, no matter what part of the world you are in, there's usually help out there for you to be able to get help. And if you decide to go back, you can go back. If you decide to stay, they can also assist you. Because when you really look at the bigger picture, it's as good as human trafficking.
It
You're
is.
trafficking someone so they can come and be your wife, and under the pretense,
Yeah.
you are trafficking someone.
Yeah, and that doesn't only apply to men. We have women also abusing their power
Yes.
like this. So it doesn't necessarily always apply to men alone. So, but if you are in this situation, just remember, you can't get out. You can't get help.
Yeah.
So,
And do some research.
Yeah,
Do
do
some
some
research.
research
If
about
you
it.
can watch our show, use the internet, type in ChatGPT. I am in this situation. Which organizations can help
me?
But we will definitely try, by all means, to include some resources. But we will be right back, and we have Pastor Bunmi, who is going to be coming here and continue this conversation as well as talk about women empowerment. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, tribe. We are joined by our beautiful auntie here, Pastor Bunmi. And thank you so much for making time to join us on the show today.
Thank you.
Before we get started, if you don't mind sharing a little about you to our viewers.
Okay, well, thank you for having me, Grace and
Absolutely.
Linda. I'm so happy to be here and honored to be here. My name is Bunmi Olaniran, By profession, I'm an IT software engineer. However, by calling, I'm a pastor. And I'm into youth empowerment. Also, I have a program for women that we meet like every third Saturday of the month online. And it's a Christian program that we do on Saturdays, every third Saturday of the month, just to encourage and empower women with a lot of life issues that we address there. Apart from that, I'm a mother. And I'm also a wife, and I'm a friend.
Yeah. That is
So,
really good.
nice.
We're so glad and honored to have you. And
you.
I think we were talking before you joined us, we were talking about the story of our sister who wrote to us, Amma. What advice would you give to her?
Okay, with that story of Amma, our situation is somehow some other people's dream. Some ladies
Wow.
want to be married, they don't want to work, they just want their husband to take care of everything.
We didn't
So-
look at that from that perspective.
So it's just that for Hammer's personality, for Hammer's vision, she wanted more.
She wanted more.
She wanted a provider, but she still wants to be able to have a voice and do stuff herself and network. So I think the aspect she probably does not like is the isolation part. The part that she's not able to do what she wants to do or meet people. So that might be the areas that she needs to address. While she's in the midst of this situation, what she can do, she can start to empower herself by reading books, by developing herself, training herself, learning more. Use that moment to prepare yourself for the grand launching, because it's going to happen at some point. A lot of time is that people don't know that life is unpredictable. The breadwinner today, the provider today might be incapacitated tomorrow.
Yes.
And you have an opportunity to launch out. At that time, what do you have to offer? The tears that you have been crying, or the knowledge that you have acquired? Or are you poised or positioned and emotionally, intelligently capable of advancing yourself and advancing the family? So that's where she needs to start looking at. And there are resources online. You can be in your house and have a degree now. Life is so easy, better than what it used to be. And while she's doing that, while she's looking into education, she has to look at things that are applicable.
Yeah.
You can't spend so much money now and say, I'm going to school, and you have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of courses like that now that, she might want to look at what is the trend. She can start to do some little businesses online, and she can still make money. Amazon business is there.
Yeah.
She can try that out without going out, and she can still be making some income.
Yeah, I really appreciate you saying that. But I wanted to ask you, because with me, if something is not okay mentally, I can't function. If something is not right within myself, it's hard for me to even read a book, to be the best mother, to be the best.
To function.
So what can she do within a situation to come out and try? Because it's hard when when your mental state is not there to even try to be productive.
We don't even know what she's allowed to do, because from the tone of the email, it looks like she doesn't have that financial freedom, or maybe freedom altogether to really do much without this guy's involvement.
That's why spirituality is very important. We need to know what we believe and who we believe in. And what does God say about us? So at that point, when it looks like the challenges are so tough and it looks like the heaven is crashing, I just want to say that every challenge is an opportunity to make life more meaningful. How you resolve it makes your life more meaningful. So if she turns to a spiritual strength and she develops a spiritual capacity, she'll be able to weather the storm. And this is a relationship issue. So communication there's something wrong with the communication line. So the communication line needs to be visited. They have to improve communication. She needs to understand that if you're speaking sometimes English to your spouse and they don't get it, you can speak your traditional language. If they don't get it, you can use some other I would say some other antics.
Write
like
an email.
like kindness.
Kindness.
Like kindness. Like you know what your spouse likes. If it's food, give him the best type of food. If it's company, give him the best kind of company. So that if it's insecurity that is happening to the man, then you have to assure him. That's where your communication skills is very important. It's like somebody in captivity. You need to speak to those people holding you up to let you go. How do you do it? If you can force your way out, you force your way out. If not, you can maneuver your way out.
You see, this is why we need you, because you
For
have
us, we've
so
got
much. You have so much knowledge.
Yes.
And I just wanted to ask you, what are some of the biggest challenges you are seeing in African women in the diaspora?
Oh, wow. It's quite a bit, because a lot of people come to the United States or the Western world thinking that we'll be picking dollars on the floor. That your neighbors has plenty, or your auntie or your uncle or whoever invited you have a lot. They're just stingy. But when we got here, we found the reality. The first thing is the fact that most people that come with their certificates from back home, the certificates are rendered irrelevant here. So there has to be a mental shift.
Yep.
There has to be the flexibility that you want to advance yourself or do something different. The challenges that most people have is that ability to get the same kind of work that they used to have, ability to get compensated for their works. When they're newly coming, those kind of things are very, stressful. Then to raise kids. They have children, there is no babysitter. It's expensive to raise kids.
Yes.
And when you leave your children at home, you don't know who they are chatting with. So all of those two affect the people. Apart from that, there is a huge demand on marriage. People have issues in marriages. Not because of they don't love themselves, but because of the demand of the job, of the work here.
Yes.
By the time they go out for 12 hours, and drive an hour and a half back home, they don't want to talk.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
don't want to chat. And
That's
the wife
true.
is waiting to give you all the gist and you're not interested. So all of those are things that
Challenges.
affect people.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Ma. We're going to take a short break and then we'll continue the conversation afterward. We'll be right back.
Hi guys, we are back and we still have our beautiful Pastor Bunmi, and we are continuing the conversations where we talk about women empowerment in the diaspora. And before the break, you were just talking about some of the challenges that people face, especially when they move here. So what advice do you have for those that are facing those challenges where they come in and whatever certification or the jobs that they were doing, they cannot carry on? What advice do you have for those type of women?
Thank you. Well, I'm going to say that they should continually acquire knowledge because knowledge is power. Apart from acquiring the knowledge, we have to make it applicable to our needs. They need to identify the need that they want to meet. So when you're trying to get education, when you're trying to get knowledge, what are you going to use that education for? A lot of people come in here and they say they want to be nurses. Nurses are very, reputable job, but then it's not for everybody. So you need to find out what you can do by yourself and that you will thrive in, And then when you get that knowledge, then you start to apply it. Another thing is that we need to set the right expectations for the people at home.
Yep.
Don't promise what you cannot keep, because they will pressurize you. Give you all those calls, late night calls, early morning calls, to just beg for money or ask you for money. But when you set the right expectations, then you are able to take care of yourself and meet the needs as well. We also need to take time on our children, especially those that have younger children. We need to spend time with them, know what they are doing on their phones, on their iPads. Help them with their homeworks. Help them to understand the values of life, the principles of life, how to be kind, how to love themselves, how to use whatever platform that they have appropriately. Because you see, a lot of people have opportunities, but they misuse it. This country does not forget the wrongs. So when people are trained well, it helps them to, stand the challenges they face when they go out. So the upbringing starts from home, and a young mother coming should not be clouded with the work, with the dollar they are earning. Spend that time with your children before they are 10 and 12. After they are 12, they are already set. So all they need is guidance until they're 18. So by that formative years, it's very important. Apart from that, we need to stay healthy. Being healthy is very important for a woman. Your mental health is extremely important. Don't compromise it. No matter the amount of medication is going to fix a broken mental state of mind. So we need to understand that things will happen and it will go. Nothing lasts forever. So when you face challenges, don't think the whole world is crashing or that's the end of life. We need to have good network. Your network is your net worth. In the midst of the people that you know, people that will help you are just very close to you. It might not be the right next person, but it might be somebody next to Sister Grace. So then you'll be able to get all that you need. We need to support ourselves. You need to maybe find a good church, a living church to attend if you're a Christian, and also just take time to invest in yourself. A lot of us don't invest in ourselves because we are women, we give everything. We invest in others. And we neglect ourselves. It's about time that ladies start to invest in themselves.
Exactly.
Not only invest in the fashion wise, invest emotionally, socially, and financially. How do you become financial independent? That's what you should be thinking about. How do I become a blessing to the next generation? So because you see, when you are financially independent, there are some things that you'll be able to do without stress, and it will not give you sleepless nights. So as a young person or as a woman coming into the country, it's definitely a new culture. So it's not that culture that, even though we have a very rich culture from where I come from, I'm from Nigeria, we have amazing culture. But then it's not those olden day culture that a woman is locked up in the room and is quiet in the room. No, be informed. Know what's going on around you. Know what's happening in the news. Know when the weather is not good, so that you don't run into a storm. Pray without ceasing. Pray. Your spiritual aspect is also very important. You also need to take care of that as well. And then you can have multiple streams of income. It doesn't have to be just one career. You can have businesses. You can collaborate with people. You don't have to do everything by yourself. So identify the people you can work with and then take them on the journey.
Oh my goodness, you are dropping
So
some
much
gems, so much knowledge. I mean, you literally took all the questions and you answered them. That is so powerful.
Thank you.
Now, for a woman out there who feel overlooked, what advice will you give to them? Will you give them?
A lot of women feel overlooked. Even those that you think that are on the high pedestal, that they are up front that people see, they're a lot of times they are being overlooked in their career. They are being overlooked in their, even in their homes, in their even in among their family. So for if you find out that that is happening, just first of all look inward. What is going on with me? Am I measuring to par? Am I saying the right things or the wrong things? Am I assessing situation correctly? Why am I being overlooked? Why is my opinion, why does it not matter? And then after looking inward, doing a review, then you have to come up with how to resolve those issues. If there are some, like some activities or things that you do that makes you vulnerable or makes you like you're not up to par, then develop yourself. After you have done that internal review, it's not usually from outside. It's from within.
Exactly. You know what, Pastor? I can listen to you all day.
Me too.
And your mannerisms somehow you're very motherly. And I know that a lot of our viewers would love to know more about you and how they can be reached, because we can listen to you all day. For the first time ever, me and Grace were just quiet listening to you.
Yes.
So how can our viewers find you if they need to, and what other services do you provide?
Thank you very much. I can be reached on Instagram as Precious71. And I also have another account that is Bunmi Olaniran. And then I believe LinkedIn, Bunmi Olaniran. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah.
And I wanted to find out about the program that you have. Is it just open for people from your church, or is it open to everybody?
No, actually, it's open to everybody. Both Christians and non-Christians are invited. Both women and men are invited. It's usually it's normally held on the third Saturday of every month, and it's called Christ Women Conference. But then we have it from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and it's on Zoom. So I can also provide that link.
Yeah, we'll
if
provide
you reach out to me, I can provide that. And then I have a website which is boomyolaniran.com. So just a page website that you can reach me on. Yeah.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much. Like Tendai mentioned, we can listen to you all day.
Exactly.
But I'm sure we'll have the opportunity to have you back, because I feel like there's so much that you need to share with our tribe. Well, thank you so much. And tribe, that's all we have time for this week. We hope you join us same time next week. We'll see you then.